The Bandsaw is the Lumberjack BS228. The bearing that failed is the thrust bearing, which is situated at the back of the blade to prevent deflection when the wood is pushed forward during cutting. As the bearing is not visible from the operating position, the first indication of failure was the presence of ball bearings on the table. Slowed down to 1/10 speed, the bearing cage can be seen flying out of the bearing. By this time the bearing seal had already been thrown away from the bearing, such that at reduced speed the camera did not detect it. A bearing is made up of 5 component parts. The 2 side seals, which prevent the ingress of dust. The outer bearing race and the inner bearing race, both of which are made of steel. The bearing cage, which on a better quality bearing, would also be made from steel. And, in this bearing, 6 steel balls. The bearing is mounted on a shoulder screw. The problem was caused when the bearing cage, which is made from nylon or a similar polymer, fractured, releasing the balls to go where they will. The good news, a phone call to Lumberjack and 2 days later the replacement arrived. The bad news, it was the wrong size. 2 further phone calls, and another 5 days and the correct bearing arrived. This one has metal seals, which suggests a better quality bearing. Fitting the bearing, with the Allen key provided, is a little bit fiddly, but once in, a quick test suggests all is now well. If there's a recommendation to be made, if bearings fail on your machine and it's not within its guarantee, look to a well-known bearing make for a better quality bearing with a steel bearing cage.